Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video.
Well, the car's all packed for the asylum, as I mentioned before. Not that it's sending me away to a hospital. However, I have been to hospital this morning. I've been to the Barnsley, is it Barnsley General, Mike?
Barnsley General Hospital, yes.
Very nice, some lovely people. Got lost, but eventually I found my department. I went to cardiology, surgical. Was cardiology?
Cardiology surgical.
Surgical.
Yes.
It's not as bad as it sounds. I had an ECG done before I went in to see the specialist. I didn't know I was seeing a specialist today. Lovely chap. And I have an ectopic heartbeat, which means I'm having a baby. No, ectopic means out of ordinary apparently. I've got a very irregular heartbeat that goes funny 6 times every 10 seconds, 5 or 6 times every 10 seconds. Work that out over a minute, work that over an hour, and work that over 24 hours, and it's frightening. So I've got beta blockers to try and calm it down. I've got to go for what's called a gel scan. Sounds exciting. Hope it's not painful. And then they're going to put me on a heart monitor. But he said, we'll get you sorted, don't worry. So off we go. So we're going to have a bit of lunch. Then I'm going to pack my case. All the boxes are in the back. And then I'm off on my journey. And Mike's got mum and dad over the weekend. Happy days. Well, I've got here, it's beautiful, it's a lovely evening. Just had some pizzas for tea from lovely Karen, Steve and the girls. It's very, very quiet, apart from the fish keep leaping out of the water to eat the insects. And there's some little baby ducklets. Ducklings? Ducklings. So this is our little cabin. And Karen and Steve are on the veranda. Give us a wave, please. Thank you very much. Hello. Where's Stormy? Storm's down here. Storm's an American Akita, is that right?
She is.
She's beautiful. She
likes to chase ducks.
She likes to chase the ducks. Fortunately, they're faster than she is. She has a little bit of a scabby nose because she has lupus, bless her little heart. But she's lovely. She's like a big bear. And then we've got the little one sat on Karen's knee. That's Luna. Luna is a Daxi. Hello, baby.
A miniature sausage.
A miniature sausage. So yes, this is us for the next couple of days. It's lovely and quiet and the sun is setting. All ready for the asylum, literally. Well, it's a very sunny morning. It's just after 9 o'clock on Friday. And I am at the lawns. I am set up, beautiful, just behind the castle, as you can see. Obviously Saturday, Sunday, Monday I'll be in the castle, but at the moment I am at the lawns and I'll show you how I'm all set up. So this is me for today. I am all set up there, ready to go. Obviously all the new resins are there. The new Greebly set, which is the brass effect, and that's me sorted these in you as well. I think they're really dinky. 3 different ones. So yes, that's me for today. I'll get some film of some friends when they get here, if they're out and about dressed today, and if not, I will see you tomorrow. Good morning everyone, and what a beautiful morning it is. We are in Lincoln and we're at the castle. And this is the back end of the court building, and we are all set up ready for day 2 of the asylum. I'll have a little walk around and I'll show you what's going on here. There is all sorts of things. Bizarre, very bizarre. Well, I've been walking on the path and I've come across this. And where there's a tail, there has to be a head. And there she is. Meet Lucy. I'm not sure what the story is about Lucy, but Lucy looks quite comfy there. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So we have Lucy's head and Lucy's body and the back of her tail. You can tell how big she is. That is a door. She's huge. She must be 8 foot high, 9-10 foot high, but she is lovely. This is a lovely vantage point to take in the castle. That's the old prison, Lincoln Jail, and then we'll go down the hill and I'll show you all the other bits and bats that are here. You've seen some before with our good friend Ian and Tara, who have the caravan, but there's all sorts of weird and wonderful things here. There's a doggy here. Is it a doggy? No, it's not. It's a griffin or a gargoyle that's made out of netting. And then we've got a dragon. Yeah, I think the dragon's asleep. Let's have a look. Yeah, the dragon's asleep. How cute is that? I've got all made out of netting spread. The fencing. How lovely is that? Got a little head. I don't know what this one's called. I think I'm going to call him Bernard. Yeah, you see from the back? And the detail's lovely. Tail and all the work on him. I like Bernard. And this is Steve Kay's custom post-apocalyptical steampunk van. Absolutely amazing. Steve's a brilliant builder. Creates the most amazing things. He's even got a hammock on there to have a little lie down if it all gets a bit too much. But there's all sorts on this. There's the plague doctor there. I mean, I think he's seen better days. He needs to visit the doctors. Or maybe he has visited the doctors and now he's in that mess. Hey ho. And how about a new vehicle? You sit in the middle, the tyre goes round above your head and away you go. I think this is what is commonly known, excuse me there, as a death trap. It looks amazing, but I wouldn't like to do more than 3 or 4 miles an hour in it. And at least I won't get my hair cut because I haven't really got much, have I?
The more you cheer, the faster they race. Right, please keep off the banjo. Keep your small people, your big people, everyone off the banjo. This is going to be fast, this is going to be furious, there's going to be bits everywhere. We have the lightning machine, powered by Shaw Lightning. I'm sure they're cheating. We have the Harley Quinn bicycle pedals by Poison Ivy. And we have the red machine and the headlight machine. And we have our youngest competitors today, Pedal, and the coffin dodger. And here we have the umbrella. We have the wonderful Greek top to the St John's Ambulance Brigade, who are keeping you all safe and secure. Following at the rear with Lady Davros. Squeeze in, come on, squeeze in. Can you let the last few people in?
What are you doing? You're having a sniff. So we're sat outside. Saturday afternoon. The sun's just gone in.
Saturday afternoon.
What did I just say?
Saturday.
Yeah.
It's Saturday. Saturday. Not Sunday.
No, it's Saturday today.
Saturday. Yeah. Who said Sunday?
I said it's not Sunday today.
Is he drinking water out of a cap? Honestly, dog, you're a complete nutter.
Get another one. Yeah.
I think the only reason he's doing it is because you're offering it. So, yes, we're sat outside. It's Saturday afternoon. We've just had lunch. The sun's gone in, so it's not quite as warm at the moment, so it's nice just for sitting out. And we're just having a chill, listening to the sounds of the water.
I don't know, don't go in the shade over there, babe.
So it's Monday, just after lunch. Ian's not due back home now until probably about 8 o'clock this evening. And of course, Mum and Dad went home yesterday afternoon. They were left about 1:30 to go home. My brother came and picked them up and took them home. So peace and quiet has descended on the house because they've been here since Wednesday. They came on Wednesday because it was Mum's brother's funeral on Thursday. After the funeral, they came back here and just stayed until Sunday, when my brother took them back home again. So it just missed me and Mr. B yesterday, or most of yesterday, and all day today until about 9 o'clock or 8ish in the evening before Ian gets home. So I thought I would sit down and try and squeeze in a few projects while it's all quiet and there's no interruptions apart from Mr. B. So I'm going to attempt to do the Artsy Trio collaboration, which Gina's doing this month. So that's August going into September. I've already done the mood board for September going into October because Gina's going away and she asked whether or not I would prepare it before she went so she could get everything done. So because we've got the mood board for September/October already done and prepared, I thought I would sit and have a go at doing that project so that I'm well prepared almost a month in advance, if you like. Let me just see if I can close that blind because it's a bit blinding. Oh, that's better. Yeah, but I can't show you it because I can't show you the mood board for September/October because obviously it's not supposed to be launched until September the 28th. So we're well in advance. Yeah, because it's all a surprise then. But anyway, I know what I'm doing because I've been reading some creepy stories on YouTube, or listening to some creepy stories on YouTube and on the internet about the dark watches of Northern California, predominantly along Big Sur, which is where I've actually been on from Los Angeles up through Big Sur up to San Francisco. So I kind of know the area, and yeah, I can imagine there's some creepy folklore tales from up there. So I've got an idea for what I want to do for the page for September going into October. And yes, September going into October, we're going into Halloween month, which means my page is going to be creepy. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. So that's going to be my plan for the rest of today. And maybe I may just have a tiny little tidy up while I can.
Well, it's Tuesday morning. I came back from the asylum last night. Had a brilliant weekend. I've unpacked the car and we're just going to the supermarket.
Yes, because we have no food. Literally, the cupboards are bare.
Mum and Dad have been staying the weekend. Read into that what you will.
And well, no, I haven't had the car since Thursday.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So I've had to use everything that's in the cupboards and delve into the freezer. So all the fresh stuff, bread and veggies and salad stuff is all gone. So need to replenish desperately.
We've got 2 tins of baked beans and some scouring pads.
And I wouldn't trust the bread.
I wouldn't trust the scouring pads either. Happy days.
So we've just got back from our little trip out. We went to one of the garden centres near Pontefract, a place called Ackworth, so Ackworth Garden Centre. We weren't intended to buy anything. It was a fact-finding mission, really. We're planning on redoing the bed out the front of the house. So we're going to check out some of the plants that aren't quite working in there by the end of September. Get some evergreens into that front bed. So we've got like a structure of evergreens, and then we can plant perennials and put whatever annuals, if we do put any annuals in the spring and that kind of thing. But wasn't really planning on buying anything. It was just like kind of look to see what was available and how much prices were, because obviously everything's gone up, prices have all gone up, that kind of thing. But as you can see over my shoulder, we have a new plant. So let's just put some lights on. There we go. So this is a Dracena, whatever you want to call it. So dragon tree. Yeah, Ian wanted it, so I've treated him. So I bought the plant, and he's bought the William Morris inspired willow bough plant pot. So, and it is William Morris from the William Morris Gallery. So yeah, so that will match, I suppose, a little bit the William Morris one that I've got here. So he seemed to know where he wanted it to go, but it's a nice healthy plant. And the guy in the shop at the garden centre gave us a discount as well, because we bought the plant pot at the same time as the plant. So he knocked a fair bit off. On the way back, we stopped off at our friend's Kerry hair garden centre, the Strawbridges, and we bought a few bits and pieces. I got a few plants which are just sitting outside there. There's a Hypericum on the left, which is the Hidcote variety. So when that flowers, it's got big yellow waxy flowers on it, that big, they're huge. And then the berries, when they grow, go from like a greeny colour all the way through to yellow, then to orange, and then to red in the autumn. And then the plant next to it is a Coreopsis. And Kerry gave me that as a gift. It's past its best now, but she said if you just cut it all off at the stocking tops, plant it next year, it will grow and give you those beautiful kind of yellowy flowers which are on there now. And of course, yellow flowers are my favourites because those over there. So yeah, I like yellows and purples in the garden, even though I'm not a purple fan. I do like yellows and purples in the garden because obviously the sunflowers are doing well. So we've had a bit of rain, so a nice bit of warm weather over the bank holiday weekend, but we've also had rain. So everything's perky, everything's all stood up nicely. And while we're at our friend Kerry's, I noticed that there was a huge apple tree, baking apples. So I said to her, "Is that your tree?" And she said, "Yes, would you like some apples?" So I said, "Well, that'd be lovely, thank you." So I went and picked a load straight off the tree, as you can see. They literally just twisted straight off in my hand. So I'm going to attempt to bake an apple pie from scratch or something with the apples. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.